Is there a chance the San Antonio Spurs could trade for Damian Lillard? Let's talk about it here.
I don't ever slow up, no I don't take I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement.
What is up, San Antonio Spurs fans? Welcome to TSR Sports. I'm seeing a lot of websites starting to cover Damian Lillard possibly to the San Antonio Spurs. The rumor mill is up. What trades can be done? I'm like, you know what? Let's just address it here and talk about it. Quick side note, Sandro Mamakhelishvili signed a one-year contract with the San Antonio Spurs, which you probably already know because he's been coming in the channel. And, of course, Victor Wembanyama officially signed his rookie contract with the Spurs, so good news there. But talking about this here, would you want Lillard on the San Antonio Spurs? I believe he's going to be 33 this year. And what would you be willing to give up for? Let me know in the comments down below. Hit the thumbs up, support the channel, and subscribe, Spurs fans, for more Spurs content. Anyway, let's get into it. This first article is from Sports Illustrated. Why the Spurs should trade for Blazers point guard Damian Lillard. So we get into the article. Portland Trail Blazers guard Damian Lillard is officially on the trade block, as you may know by now. And all 29 other teams in a perfect world would probably love to have him. The San Antonio Spurs should be included on that list. According to ESPN's Romano Shelburne, Lillard has deep respect for the Spurs organization. The Blazers likely send Dame to the team of his wishes, and right now it seems like the Heat and the Nets are in the lead given their current positions towards contention. However, the Spurs have one thing neither of them have. Victor Wembanyama. That's right. Hey, that's an attraction you might want to play with. From the Blazers front office perspective, the team also likely sees San Antonio as a more attractive destination given its potential package return. As Ken's reporter Tom Petrini points out, the Spurs have 29 draft choices in the next 7 years after acquiring boatloads of them in various trades. So if the Blazers are looking to rebuild a little bit, we got plenty of picks to give. In closing out this article, a potential San Antonio offer could feature multiple first-round picks from teams that aren't good and some quality players like Keldon Johnson and Trey Jones. So sign Trey and trade him. You guys know how I feel about trading Keldon. Would you trade Keldon or Devin Vassell? Would say Trey Jones and some picks for Damian Lillard. Honestly, that's tough. You try not to get too attached to players. It's the team first. But man, I mean, 33, he's still got probably a good 5 years of basketball. Maybe even a little more, maybe a little less. Who the heck knows? Would we be rushing this rebuild too soon by bringing an all-star in like that? Yeah, it's a tough decision. And then we're going to jump over to Clutch Points here, who came up with a trade scenario. The perfect Damian Lillard trade the Spurs must offer to the Blazers. And I don't like this trade one bit, and you're going to see why. Let's get down here. Where is it? There it is. The perfect trade scenario, huh? Spurs receive Damian Lillard. The Blazers receive Keldon Johnson, Devontae Graham, Devin Vassell, 2024 and 2025 first-round picks. Devontae Graham, sure. No offense, Devontae. The picks, okay, sure, whatever. But Keldon and Devin, no. No. And some of you might be saying, TSR, you're nuts. You wouldn't trade Keldon Johnson and Devin Vassell, two that have never been in an all-star time game players, to one of the greatest clutch shooters of all time in Damian Lillard? No, I wouldn't. That's a little too much. If this happened, I honestly don't know how I'd feel. I don't think it is. This is just Clutch Points throwing something out there. I don't think he's going to come to San Antonio, but I see a lot of Spurs fans talking about it. That's a great thumbnail. I took some of that picture for my own, not going to lie. And actually, you'll see it right here. Boop! See a lot of Spurs fans talking about could Damian possibly come to the Spurs. Yes, he wants to go to a contender right now, but this team has a lot of nice pieces, a lot of draft capital, and Portland might look at us as the best trade partner, but while trying to make sure that Damian Lillard's happy wherever he goes. And the chance to play with Wembanyama, a lot of the other young guys, chance to play under Pop. The Spurs with Damian Lillard could be a contender in as little as 2 years. Who knows? Maybe even this year. Maybe not a contender per se, but definitely a playoff team. I'm torn because I don't want to happen what happened with the Dallas Mavericks. I've touched on this briefly, where they drafted Luka Doncic and then brought in Kristaps Porzingis and tried to win right away, and it didn't quite work out. And I would hate to have this be a scenario where we have Victor and we try to bring an all-star player and try to start winning right now immediately, and it doesn't work out because Dame's going to bring some huge cap in. Yes, we have cap space, but Victor's contract's going to be huge at the end of his 4 years. We still got to extend Devin Vassell. There's so many variables here. I always prefer to build teams like the Spurs have. Draft picks. David Robinson, Tim Duncan, Manu Ginobili, Tony Parker, all drafted by the Spurs. You could kind of say Kawhi Leonard was drafted by the Spurs. Keldon, Devin drafted by the Spurs. Bringing an outside player in, I've never been a big fan of that to try to win a championship. Yeah, you're going to bring pieces in. I I don't know. I really don't know how I would feel this happened. I wanted to talk about it with you guys. On a side note, are you happy about Mamu getting signed for 1 year, $2 million? I think that's a great deal. That's a try it out year. It's a low contract. It is very much low risk, high reward in my opinion. So I love that deal. And of course, Victor signing his rookie contract, amazing too. We knew it was going to happen, but I'm happy about it. Anyway, wanted to do a short video today. Sorry it's a little later than normal. My Sundays I was at a comic book thing and had a blast, and just got home and wanted to do this video because I keep seeing more and more and more websites talking about Damian Lillard to the Spurs. I got to address it. I'm a Spurs channel. That's all I got, my friends. Hopefully you're having a great weekend, and as always, you hear from yours and beware. Go Spurs, go!
And when I feel like this, I'm immortal. When I feel like this, I'm immortal. When I'm